The month of August is Women's Month here in Africa, and right now on Channel Africa, we continue to celebrate incredible women who want to see the future of this continent much brighter. So, Thembisile, welcome back. You use a see it and buy it approach where guests learn to plant before they buy. How did that simple system help you grow your revenue?
I beg your question. I beg your answer.
You use the concept see it and buy it. It's an approach you use where your guests learn to plant before they buy. How did that simple system help you grow your money?
Seeing it and buy it is the one system that helps me to raise my revenue, because in the first place it helps me to sell fresh produce from the ground. People see and then they buy it. They buy it and say, unlike going to the supermarket where you buy something that you have never seen how it is grown. So it helps me also to promote healthy lifestyle, because people get vegetables from the ground whilst they are still fresh. They pick it from the ground and then they take it into the pot. So they pick and they pick whatever they like. It's just coming to the garden to pick whatever you want, unlike going to the shop where you have to buy whatever you see, whatever offered by the store. So that helps me a lot, because people are able now to pick whatever they want, and then sometimes they end up buying something that they have never seen before, just because they want to taste it.
Okay. Let's talk about your experience. Yeah, how did you improve your business by working together with Women Creating Wealth, and how did that change your approach as a leader in business?
Okay, I think being in business, leadership is one of the requirements of being a leader, and then being part of this Women Create Wealth program has empowered me. Different skills like personal development, skills like marketing, skills financial management. It also created a platform where I'm able to network with other women and also grow as a business. It has also affected me, changed my mindset from being a fixed mindset to be a goal-oriented mindset, and to becoming more a visionary leader and more innovative in nature, because I still believe that women has a role to play in terms of transforming of our economy and empowering other women as well.
And of course, meeting other women in WCW help you release fear as well as failure. What's one belief you have had to unlearn in order to become a survivor in your business?
I think the issue of fear is one of the greatest problem. That was my greatest challenge. But I've learned to understand that what people normally say, that fear is the first attempt in learning. I use fear as experience. I use fear as a teacher. I use fear as a learning experience, as I've said. So that helps me a lot to learn as I grow. I entered into a business space without any mentor. It was just a calling to me. So I fail, and from that failure, I always learn something new.
Thembisile, you are an incredible performer. Well done. You secured yourself 500,000 rands from SANParks to build a professional nursery. What will that new structure allow for you to do for schools and home gardens in your area?
Oh, I think it's going to be a very it is going to have a very a good impact on my garden and on the community as well. That is going to be a school. I regard that it is going to be an educational center where children will come and learn how plants are grown. People will be able to come and buy plants nearer to them. For instance, in our area, we don't have a nursery. That project will help us to have a nursery near to where people live. I think that will enable people to be able to grow their own gardens using different types of vegetables bought from the nursery near to them. They'll be able to promote greening, because the nursery will not only sell vegetable seedlings, it will also sell indigenous trees, also sell indigenous flowers as well. So I believe that because one of our vision is not only to build a nursery, it is also to make that garden a tourist attraction, an event and a conference center. So I think it would help in greening not only the garden, but will help in greening the community as well, especially the schools. Operating from rural areas where we'll find that there's not even a single tree in a school. So that will be a platform where children can come to the garden and learn about different plants and learn about different methods of growing plants, and also particularly focusing on organic farming, as well as learning more about trees, the importance of trees, how to protect trees, how to fight and reduce the problems like soil erosion, problem like global warming and climate change, because gardens are believed to be the lung, the green lung for our communities. I think that garden, that nursery will serve that purpose more than anything. The nursery will contribute a huge amount of percentage in our revenue, and then I think that will be. I can't imagine, but I believe that is going to be a blessing. It's going to be a blessing.
Yes, true.
But we believe that is a blessing, not in our garden, but in the community and the schools at all large. Because I'm very much passionate about children. I would like to see that our children growing around an environment that is conducive for them to grow as adults that will be better citizens in this country.
Thembisile, that's absolutely heartfelt. You've also partnered with SANBI and WWF. How are these collaborations helping position your garden as a center for conservation and research?
Yes, partnering with SANParks and WWF, and also prepared to partner with also other stakeholders or whatever. It's a huge achievement to me as an individual, and also the garden as well as the community, because SANParks is one body that teaches us more or trains us more about different types of indigenous plants. Taking into consideration that I don't have qualifications on environmental issues. I'm learning each and every day. I'm learning each and every moment I come across any plant. So SANParks is playing a huge role in teaching us about different types of plants, especially indigenous plants and plants that are the threatened plants, and also how to control invasive plants. And I believe that collaboration will play a major role in terms of changing our garden from being an ordinary garden party into an educational center, a research center, where people can come and study more about plants and study more about the effects of plants in any environment. And that we believe that as this collaboration continues, we'll always learn and grow as a business and as well as an individual, and our communities as well as our children will learn more from SANParks, from this collaboration with SANParks and WWF.
Your success story in your community has created a ripple effect. Members of your team are building homes and funding their children's schooling. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel very happy, because when I started the garden, one of the main reasons was to make sure that we open job opportunities for the community, for the community members. Growing up in rural areas, we've noticed that people normally go to urban areas to look for jobs, but it was my dream to see people working near their homes. So this garden offers us opportunity where people are able to to live with their family, to stay there with their families whilst they are working, as much as in terms of improvement in the community. That also helps me a lot. I mean, that also makes me happy, because seeing people's lives changing for the better, that is one of my belief. That is one of my wish, that I would like to see our communities becoming a better place where jobs can be created. I can say just in a nutshell that that makes me happy, because our vision is to contribute towards reducing the high levels of unemployment in our communities, especially in our rural and surrounding township communities, and to change people's lives for the better. So we believe that the garden has the power to change people's lives for the better, and to add value to the people, to this community.
I'm told that part of your vision for the next 3 to 5 years, you plan to have guest accommodation and a community hall for weddings and festivals. How many jobs will this bring?
I believe that is going to bring a lot and lots of jobs, because the accommodation it comes along with jobs like housekeeping, chefs, gardeners, different types of job opportunities will be open up. For instance, I was just thinking, if we can have an establishment of 20 rooms, that means plus minus 50 to 60 people can be employed in that accommodation facility. And if you can open that facility together with a conference center, that will be a big achievement, because we're also planning to build our own conference center where events like weddings and other cultural events will be hosted. So we believe that those two projects have the potential to open more job opportunities, both permanent jobs and also temporary job opportunities. And that will allow tourists to stay longer in the garden, allowing them to spend more money, not only in the garden, also around the area.
One thing that you've always spoken about within your business is let your values guide you. What is the most important principle for you in your business?
I think the most important value that in my business is I value innovation. I value creativity. I value the hard work. I value resilience. I value leadership. So those are some integrity as well. I value, and more than anything, I value a visionary, because to be a visionary, it helps you to see things that others cannot see. It helps you to see what an ordinary eye cannot see, because the vision is a function of the mind or a function of the heart, not a function of the ordinary eye that see things. So I think I value, and I'd like to make sure that I also value a change. That I believe that I'm also believe that I'm an agent of change. I would like to see change in our communities, especially in our poor rural communities. I would like to see sustainable development and growth in our areas. So I value growth, I value responsibility, I value commitment, I value determination, I value hard work.
Yeah. So your garden is the center of creativity, I gotta tell you. Now, using your garden, you want to teach people about plant identification, traditional remedies, and sustainable agriculture. Why is that knowledge important for you and for the next generation to come?
I believe knowledge is power. People need to know, because we've got a lot in the rural areas that sometimes we take it for granted. For instance, knowledge about plants, it makes it plants, especially in indigenous plants and medicinal plants. There are lots of nowadays. I've noticed that most of people do recognize the importance of using natural remedies rather than using the actual what is the medicine from the pharmaceutical. whatever. Yes.
From a pharmacy.
So I think that garden is a. I mean, living in the rural areas. One other disadvantage is that we are marginalized, we are isolated, we are far from places, centers of information and centers of health centers, for instance. So having a garden that has different medicinal plants will also help the communities to use those medicinal plants just for healing certain sicknesses that they don't require doctors and whatever. So, and what is more important is to know the plants. We grew up in an environment where we believe, we believe that gardening is a white man's thing. In some of that, most sisters will always say, no, we thought that that garden belongs to a white lady or a white woman. So it is my wish and my belief that everyone has the potential to know about plants, to know about their importance, and to know about their medicinal use. So that is what I value in knowledge. You need to know about what is happening around you. They know what is indigenous plants, what the difference between indigenous plants and invasive plants. They know which plants are being treated, which plants need to be protected. So they need to learn that as early as they can. So much that teaching young children is at the center of my heart. That I don't want them to be the victim of lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge is very dangerous.
Thembisile, as we wrap up the conversation, one thing for sure, Africa is still ravaged by poverty. What role do you think women must play to break the cycle of poverty in Africa?
In Africa, I still believe that women have the role to play. They have a leading role to play because they are the people who are just on the ground. They are the people who are looking after the family, who are people who are raising children. But they are no longer, their place is no longer in the kitchen. They need to roll up their sleeves and get out there and take their positions and lead in every sphere. I believe in gender equality. I believe that women do have power. Women do have the potential to lead in different spheres, and especially in business. Women do have power to transform our families. Women do have power to transform our communities. I still believe that women do have power to transform Africa. I still believe that women still have a very special role to play in transforming Africa as a continent. And I believe that they still have the potential to run successful businesses.
Thembisile, thank you for all the great work you're doing, and we wish you only the best. Thank you for having joined us tonight. This right here is African Diaries at 19 minutes to midnight.